We're back, everybody, to Cheap Seats. We had to take a break because there was nothing at the theater. But at the time of us taping this, there's going to be something great coming up this weekend. So before we get into that, I'm Joe King.
I'm Paul. How do you do?
And welcome to the Cheap Seats, where we watch movies so you don't have to. And
but this is one you have to watch if you haven't.
We'll tell you if they're good or not, in our opinion. And some of you might differ in your opinions. Feel free to tell us that in the comments. But today we are talking about a masterpiece.
One of my favorite movies, honestly. I've upon rewatching it, it made me realize how much I absolutely adore this movie, how inspiring it is, and just how much, like, if there was going to be that sort of Mount Rushmore of films, definitely in comedies, this one is on that list.
And I mean, I would classify it as the best mockumentary of all time,
without a doubt.
And there's been a lot of great ones.
There have been some very good mockumentaries. But they wouldn't. I don't think any of these mockumentaries that are like in current existence, Pop Star, What We Do in the Shadows, I can't even think of any others.
Like A Mighty Wind,
right.
Best in Show,
which are
yeah,
Christopher Guest and
exactly.
Co.
They're the same group,
except without Rob Reiner, weirdly enough.
No, but Catherine O'Hara, she does a lot of appearances.
She was in Eugene Levy.
And people like Fred Willard. And people who pop up in this movie, which I thought was one of the funniest parts of the movie was, I'm getting a little shaggy.
Oh, man.
I don't want to get too close to you guys. They'll think I'm part of the band. as a comic, I've met guys like that. Not saying the exact same thing, but those type of guys you meet, it is pretty funny.
It was
so spot on.
It is so dang funny. And what I remember, this is the thing, I remember watching it on like a late night on like CBC or Much Music or something like that. It was, a late night show, like Bravo or something like that. And I was young and I did not get it. Or I'm just like, are these real people? I didn't get that it was like fake.
For a lot of people, they don't realize that this is fake and that they're not a real band.
And it was, and I'm like, this is a real band? How come I've never heard of these people? Why is this a thing? So it just, and then to just be like, figure out later, like in on the joke. Man, have you seen the Ruddles?
That sounds so familiar for me.
It was like Beatles. It was like a British version of this. I don't know if it came before or after.
Okay.
But it definitely, one of the other inspired the other, and it was this sort of like a mockumentary about a Beatles style band.
Right.
And, the Dewey Cox kind of,
right.
Everyone went off in their own thing and did their own, had their own odyssey. But I love Spinal Tap. It's hilarious.
For me, I was introduced to this movie in high school. Me and my friends, and this was in, the late 80s. We were the long-haired, leather jacket, metal guys, right? And my buddies would watch this all the time. And so they got me watching it with them. And this came out, I think, in 82. So this would have been...
Let's do a quick check.
They said it meant numerous times. It's set in 82 anyway.
Yeah.
And if I can add one thing, one of the most magic things about this movie is you watch it today and it still holds up 100%. This could be a movie made today and set in 1982.
100%.
And you wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah, for sure.
And what drives it so much are the performances.
The performances are outstanding, and it's
sheer talent.
Yeah, of just comedic hilarity
between Christopher Guest and
Michael McKean and Harry Shearer.
Like, wow. As a comic, it's like, wow.
Yeah, they're
so good. They're so, all of them.
So for the not so boring stuff, this is for those who don't know, spoiler alert, but this is Spinal Tap is a documentary. Filmmaker follows the fictional British heavy metal band Spinal Tap on their chaotic U.S. tour, capturing their career decline with deadpan humor and absurd mishaps, drummer mishaps, stage disasters, and deeply earnest but clueless band members. And so it's like it says, it's effectively a mockumentary about a sort of has-been metal band, rock band, and their antics on the road, kind of, and how they sort of had to fall apart and all this sort of stuff.
They're mounting a big comeback with a new album.
Yeah, they're mounting a big comeback,
and of course it doesn't go the way they want.
Yeah, and with dwindling numbers in terms of audience and fan base, and they become more niche. And then there's internal strife within the group, and they kind of have a breakup and a bit of a rise at the end. But
right. It pokes fun at a lot of rock.
Oh, it totally
pokes and a lot of rock history that's real history.
Yeah,
with famous bands.
With famous bands, the drummer, they definitely kind of lean into the whole drummer thing, where in a lot of
the Yoko Ono
thing,
the Keith and Mick relationship.
And the Paul and John relationship.
I believe they listening to the accents and everything that they're using, I believe a lot of it was based on Michael McKean was basing it on Mick Jagger. You can tell there was a lot of Mick Jagger, and I think there was it was between the Stones and the Beatles for interviews, for the way they would talk. You can even throw a little Ozzy Osbourne in there
to a degree, But Derek Smalls was one of my favorite characters because he's just so subtle,
right,
and not over the top of any of them,
right,
and just so kind of stoic, and like the man in the lukewarm water. Smoke in his pipe.
Yeah. And with the classic mustache.
Oh, dude. The handlebars. And then, but then when he's on stage, the whole blah, like the tongue out.
And the scene where the chrysalis won't open.
Oh,
it's just brilliant.
When he gets his hand. So good.
I mean, there's not a lot of movies that can make you laugh like this just thinking about it.
Yeah, Stonehenge, classic, best set piece ever.
Yeah.
The budget of this film was approximately 2.25. I've heard upwards of 4 million, and described as a shoestring budget. This is for 1982. I'm pretty sure.
They probably filmed it in 81.
84.
Really?
Is when it was released officially.
That'd be the release. That wouldn't be when it was filmed.
No, it was probably been filmed
like 82. But I thought it was sooner than 84.
It could have been 82. No, that says 84.
That's it. I guess. Well, Google knows better than I do.
Yeah. So the writers and basically stars were Rob Reiner in his directorial debut, post All in the Family, I guess. Christopher Guest, who plays Nigel Tufnel. Michael McKean as David St. Hubbins, and Harry Shearer as Derek Smalls, and Rob Reiner as the filmmaker Marty DeBurgi.
Were Christopher Guest and Michael McKean?
Yes.
They were on SNL too, weren't they?
They were
SNL cast members.
They were, and Michael McKean was on it on a second round.
Okay.
He came on in one of their bad years.
Basically after
Harry Shearer was as well.
Was Harry Shearer on SNL?
They were all on SNL at one point or another.
I mainly know him from The Simpsons, aside from this and
Harry Shearer,
things he's done. He's done a lot.
Oh yeah, he's been in tons. He was in Godzilla '97.
Yeah, I was just about to say he was in that great reinterpretation of Godzilla that we disagreed on.
Sort of reception and legacy. This guy, old Spinal Tap, has a Rotten Tomatoes score of 96%, well deserved, and a smartly directed and brilliantly acted from the audience of a 92%. It's been selected for preservation in the Library of Congress's National Film Registry in 2002 for cultural, historical, and aesthetic significance. It's ranked among the top comedies in the American Film Institute. Sparked and popularized the mockumentary genre. influencing TV and films like Best in Show, Waiting for Guffman, A Mighty Wind, and What We Do in the Shadows. And the band's absurdly true-to-life traits were so authentic that real-life rock stars like Ozzy Osbourne reportedly believed it was a real documentary. But that would be easy for him to fool.
Yeah, that's not saying much there.
But yeah, so it only made 4 point.
Did I work with these guys?
Did I meet these fuckers?
I'm sure I worked with them at some point.
Yeah. It only made 4.5 million, so I mean on a 2.25 million dollar budget, or maybe 4.
But
it either broke even or didn't, but it definitely got cult status.
It would have blown up on home video though.
For sure.
I saw it on videotape. You know, I never seen it in the theater or anything. I was too young at that point.
Yeah, I remember seeing it when I was probably like 11 or 12 on TV, and then kind of getting reintroduced to it. I think probably at the end of junior high or high school, and being like, I kind of remember this, but then realizing like, in on the joke, you know. And,
yeah.
Oh, it was golden. It's golden. I absolutely adore it.
One of the things I thought is so great about this movie, they spoke about the performances.
Yes.
The power of the performances was that nobody took anything over the top.
No.
There was no overacting. There was nothing seemed out of character or reaching for laughs. It was all so natural. You really, really believe these guys are these characters. Like, unlike
even the characters that were over,
before.
even the characters that were over, like Paul Schaefer is that he was like a tour manager or whatever,
right,
a venue,
a
venue guy that the venue fell out on him, and he's like, he goes over the top telling him to like abuse him.
Kick my ass.
Kick my ass. Would you just please do me a favor?
I didn't realize until just now that was Paul Schaefer. I knew Paul Schaefer was in the movie, and I didn't recognize him, and I didn't recognize that guy.
Yep.
As who the actor was. So now that makes perfect sense.
That was Paul Schaefer. That was Paul Schaefer.
What I really loved, and I recognized him right away, was Bruno Kirby.
Right.
He's driving the limo and he keeps talking about Sinatra. Frank, you know.
They just don't get it. It's just when you know what Frank went through.
Yeah. He called the shots with those guys.
I know. There's just so many good lines and references, and it has such a real tone. Like the goes to 11.
Yeah.
The piano piece is so funny. And like,
but yet it's a beautiful little piano.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
And I think it's something Christopher Guest wrote himself.
Without a doubt.
Just, you know,
without a doubt. And then the title of it is just...
Yeah. I can't even remember what the title was. But...
I won't repeat it. It's very offensive, but very, very funny. Watch it for yourself, and you'll... I think you'd probably get a laugh from it.
Just everything about it, so good. And so, how does this make you feel afraid for or excited for the new Spinal Tap movie? Because they're making the new Spinal Tap movie.
It's being released as we speak in the next week or so. I don't think the timing could be better, because right now all of those old metal bands, and hard rock bands from back in the day, there's like this huge resurgence of them going on tour. GNR, Guns N' Roses, really kind of kicked it off when they reunited. Yeah.
Motley Crue is doing really well. They had the stadium tour with Poison and Def Leppard, and all these bands touring again, getting back together, and it's a perfect time for it.
It is. It will be very
where they will fit into the picture.
I'm skeptical. I am hoping, like, I have such a reverence for this movie,
right?
That sequel is always like yay,
this
or
is up there with when they say we're making a new Star Wars,
right? To a degree, for me, yeah, for sure.
For me, it's like holy territory, you know,
very much so.
Tread lightly, and look at how they dropped the ball there.
Yeah, and so that's I'm in that same, and I mean,
but
it's been 40 years.
But the brilliance of these guys, these actors and their characters, I don't see how it could fail if you just let them do their thing.
I agree.
If they stick to the original formula, don't script it, do it the same way and let them be them.
I mean,
they're geniuses.
They've got 40 years of story they can tell. You know what I mean? And everyone could have gone in their own direction, which I'm pretty sure is going to be the sort of landscape of the new one.
Yeah.
Everyone, they're doing a reunion because they haven't been together. So it's like, where have they been for the last 40 years kind of thing? So I think there's going to be, and then this sort of like oncoming tour, I hope it doesn't do like the Happy Gilmore thing, which is just beat for beat the same.
Right.
Same crap.
I don't want to see, as much as I loved the bit in the first one, I don't want to see an amp turned up to 11.
Totally. Yeah.
I don't want to see just another tiny little Stonehenge.
Yeah.
I mean, we know there's going to be more problems with them on the stage because they have made sporadic appearances and things, like even The Simpsons.
Right.
When they were on The Simpsons, and they're like, it's supposed to be a gigantic devil
Lord,
that blows up, and he's evil, and he scares you.
We salute you, our happy Dark Lord.
So we know there's going to be some themes.
Sure.
And I'm fine with that. But like you said, I don't want to rehash of the same jokes. But
just a beat, especially if it's like a beat for beat, but they just mix it up in terms of,
I think,
and all the, like, if it's all the same, if there's going to be the nostalgia factor of some of the same characters getting involved,
right?
Cool, but you know what I mean. I don't want a retreading and rehash of. I'd like something new and have
it has
them
to be the modern scene, and
not just them. Oh, we're old now, and still cool, but not cool, and
From what I've seen so far from the trailers and whatnot,
sure,
it looks like they are incorporating like modern acts into it and modern celebrities kind of thing.
Sure.
And maybe Spinal Tap's going to be getting their due.
It'll be cameo, Pameo corn,
and it comes out in a few days. So I'm excited for it.
Me too.
But I'm also a little afraid. I don't want to be let down because this is one of those movies. Personally, anyway, I'm going to overbuild in my head.
Me too.
My excitement. I'm going in with expectations this time.
Well, I think we should definitely watch it and then review it as soon as we can.
I'm, in fact, probably tomorrow, I'm going to see if I can get my hands, because I have a little connection, a way to do this. I've done it with other movies like Deadpool versus Wolverine and whatnot, and Fantastic Four, to get my hands on an early copy to see if
a review copy. Oh, are we becoming reviewers? Proper reviewers?
Proper, we could. It's possible. I'm not promising it, but
okay. That sounds sketchy.
Yeah, I can't say much more than that because we want to keep making these videos and not get demonetized and kicked off of YouTube.
Please. So, is it worth it? Was the movie worth it?
It's not only worth it. It's in my opinion, it's a must see.
I agree.
For comedy movies. It's all-time top 5, easily.
100%.
All-time top 5.
I'd say I'd even put it in my top 3.
It very easily could be in the top 3. I haven't fleshed them out for myself personally, but it very well may be in there too.
Yeah.
I can't think of much that can go up against it.
I give it 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, I give it 2 thumbs up and a toe. You can't see that.
No, I'll give 2 toes.
I will do.
So that's 8. If you can count.
It's definitely, it's if you haven't seen it, don't let the fact that it's 40 years old scare you.
No.
It's a must see.
It holds up very, very, very well.
You will laugh.
What are we doing next, Joe?
We are doing Crawl. This is a classic from the 80s, a classic sci-fi / fantasy film.
Yep. British post Star Wars, and they're definitely riding those coattails.
Yeah, we both seen it as kids separately. We've seen it as kids, and then
watched it again recently, and we're gonna talk about shit.
Yeah, we're gonna tear this thing to shreds. So tune in next time and watch us review Crow.
Review Crow and subscribe, hit the buttons, do the things. Check out that one.
Tell us what your thoughts are. Do you think the new the new Spinal Tap movie is going to be good or not. Let us know in the comments what you think, what your expectations are. And yeah.
Does the original still hold up?
Yeah, let us know. All right, subscribe.
See you.
Subscribe to the channel, give us a like, and please share the video. Don't be afraid to share this commercial with your friends too.